Our next example here with linear and angular velocity works the same way, but just a little bit different, and you'll see why here in a second. We still start the same way with this ATV. We know that he has a 12-inch diameter. Lisa has this 12-inch diameter, and she is driving at 10 miles per hour. So what is it that we know to begin with? That's what we always start with. What we know is the fact that she is going 10 miles per hour. Now the issue here is this is just backwards from what we did in the last problem. We need to eventually get to radians per minute is what we want for our unit. So I need to change miles into radians in some way, shape, or form. So to do that, the only way we change into radians is by dealing with revolutions. And revolutions dealing with a circumference, so 2 pi r. So we need to deal with something with a radius before we can change into radians. Should make sense. So what is the radius? Well, the diameter is 12 inches, so the radius is 6 inches, and that's the main part right there. We can't change into radians until we somehow get into that proper unit of inches. I'm in miles right now. I need to change to inches, so that's what I'm going to do first. 1 mile is, I don't know how many inches, but I do know how many feet. If you know how many inches, congrats, you can use that. But I'm just going to use the extra step to change into feet and then change into inches. So that's good because now I'm in my proper circumference unit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that into a revolution. Because 1 revolution is a circumference, but a circumference we say is 2 pi times the radius. And the radius is 6 inches. So now with that, I have revolutions per hour. That's pretty good. That's what we want to be in. Or closer at least. Because now we know that 1 revolution is the same as 2 pi radians. So awesome. Now we've gotten ourselves into radians. The issue is though, we have radians per hour. We want radians per minute. So don't forget to check your unit and make sure that we can change 1 hour into 60 minutes. Because now we have the hours canceled. Now you have the proper unit of radians on top, minutes on the bottom. Make it a little bit easier on yourself. There's a 2 pi on top and bottom that can cancel out pretty easily. If you wanted to, you can cancel out the 6 and the 12, but I would just multiply all the numbers left on top, divide by all the numbers on the bottom, check and see if you get it. It should be 1,760 radians per minute. So it's backwards from the other example, but it all works the exact same way.